Hello, welcome back to my channel Faithful Rattos. My name is Ashley and let's get into the video. Okay, so as you can tell from the title of this video, this is a quick little video talking about how to properly attune your rat mix to your rats, and in this case we're talking about older and elderly rats and kidney. Now, a lot of rats do see a decline in their kidney function and a degeneration of the kidney tissue, and this is very common to happen post 18 months. So my rats are all 1 year old now and 2 of them are 18 months. So this is the time to be focusing on a kidney friendly diet. Now, a kidney friendly diet is okay for all adult rats, but is more beneficial for rats over 18 months just to prolong and help their kidney function, whilst it's very likely that that function will deteriorate just with old age. Kidney failure has a couple of main symptoms that you will want to look out for in older rats. Now, these symptoms are hind leg degeneration and hind leg degeneration that isn't caused by nerve damage or arthritis, protein in their urine, and weight loss. Those are the 3 main symptoms of kidney failure in rats, and there are ways to sort of prolong their kidney function and boost their kidney function in their old age, and I'm going to talk about those today. So the first one is adapting their diet to their age, their condition. So most of the information that I'm going to be telling you is from this book, The Scuttling Gourmet, which is written by Alison Campbell, who has a huge wealth of knowledge when it comes to rats. She was a breeder for a long time, a very reputable, ethical one in the UK, and she also is the owner, the host of Ratwise, which is a wonderful community of rat keepers. I'll leave the link in the description. There is, I think the subscription is $7.99 a month, something like that, but it's absolutely wonderful. You have access to a wealth of knowledge that Alison has, weekly videos and PDFs and things like that, but also a Facebook group where other members of the Ratwise community can share their experience and help you out with any of the issues that you face. And it's one of the places that I will go to for advice. I will forego most of the rat groups on Facebook. I will either use Ratwise or I will use the NFRS forum, which is the National Fancy Rat Society forum, because both of these places are full of people who will give you honest and thoughtful advice without all the drama that some Facebook groups have. There is one other Facebook group that I do recommend, and that is RatCare UK, but that's not really the topic of this video. So a lot of this information that I'm about to tell you is what I've read in Scuttling Gourmet, what I've learned on Ratwise, what I've seen in the NFRS forum, and also what Asami Rats talks about on her YouTube channel. There is 3 things you can do with your rat's diet to help their kidneys. The first thing is reduce the protein intake. So this means when you're making a Shunamite style mix, which is Alison's mix, reducing the protein section from the 8 to 10% that it is usually to something more like 4 to 5%. Now, this is a really easy thing to do. You just make up this in other sections, in the veg, in the herbs, or in the base mix. And the second thing with the protein is it's much better to have protein sources that aren't flesh. So eggs or soy, those proteins are much more kidney friendly. So if you can opt for those proteins over the meat-based proteins, that is also a good thing for kidney function. The second thing is phosphorus. Now, this can affect the kidney function, so reducing the phosphorus intake in the diet is also beneficial. Now, when it comes to phosphorus, there is one main thing to do, and this is switching out wheat for different grains. So in the processed grain section, this can look like using rice or corn or millet or any of the other grains available, buckwheat, there's thousands of grains, but using those grains over wheat. Now, wheat is the main grain that we eat as humans, so when it comes to the processed stuff, it's a little bit harder to find, but going for alternatives that are not wheat is beneficial to reduce the phosphorus intake. And the same thing in their base mix. If you're doing a straight grain mix, is to focus on the non-wheat grains like buckwheat or millet. There's a lot of them. The third thing is supplementing, and the supplement is called ipaketine. That's what it's called, and you can get ipaketine on Rat Warehouse. I will leave all the links to the places that I'm talking about in the description of this video. There is a child outside blowing on a whistle. So that is the third thing, and there's a couple of other little things, as I mentioned before, switching out protein, meat-based proteins to egg or soy-based proteins, and also calorie restriction. It's really important that you are keeping your rats in a good fitness. So making sure that their condition is good and that you're not overfeeding them is also really important. So now that I've got all the boring stuff out of the way, I'm going to show you me making my kidney-friendly mix today, the ingredients that I used, and mixing it, because that's always fun. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.